good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're reading this. Let me start with a question. Have you ever admired someone immensely successful and wondered, how do they do it? Was it their natural talent, their education? Maybe they just got lucky? Now, imagine someone told you that the real reason they succeeded wasn't a big mystery at all. It's not hidden in some magical book, nor is it locked behind a secret society's golden gates. No. The real secret is something we all have access to, discipline. But here's the catch. Discipline doesn't come gift-wrapped, and it's not always glamorous. In fact, it's often the least exciting part of success. If talent is the icing on the cake, discipline is the unsung flower that holds the entire structure together. Nobody looks at a cake and says, wow, what fantastic flour you used. But without it, there's no cake at all, just a sticky mess. So today, we're here to talk about that flower, about discipline, the unsung hero of every achievement. And don't worry, I promise to make this journey as educational, entertaining, and downright hilarious as possible. By the time we're done, you might even feel inspired to embrace discipline with open arms, or at least a polite handshake. Let's clear up one big misconception right off the bat. Discipline isn't about punishment or deprivation. This isn't about turning your life into a boot camp or giving up everything that brings you joy. Discipline, at its core, is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Think of it like flossing your teeth. Nobody wakes up excited to floss. If you do, congratulations, you're a unicorn. But you do it anyway because you value your dental health. Discipline is flossing for your life. What discipline isn't. Before we dive deeper, let's talk about what discipline is not. Discipline isn't being perfect. Discipline isn't working 24/7 until you burn out. And discipline certainly isn't about saying no to every good thing in life. Discipline is about balance, about making the right choices consistently enough to move the needle forward. Motivation. That fleeting burst of energy we all love. Motivation is like the first sip of coffee in the morning. It wakes you up, gets you moving, and makes you feel invincible for about 20 minutes. Discipline, on the other hand, is the steady drip of an IV that keeps you going long after the coffee buzz wears off. While motivation is about feelings, discipline is about action. And let's be honest, our feelings are about as reliable as the weather forecast. Let me paint you a picture. It's January 1st, and you're brimming with motivation. You've set ambitious goals. This year, I'm going to the gym every day. I'll run a marathon. I'll have abs of steel by summer. Fast forward to January 15th. It's cold, it's raining. Netflix has just released a new series. Suddenly, the idea of going to the gym feels about as appealing as doing your taxes. What happened? Motivation left the building. Discipline, however, would have whispered, put on your sneakers and go for 10 minutes. That's all. And before you know it, 10 minutes turns into 30 and you're back on track. Let's be honest, we're all guilty of making excuses. Some of them are laughably bad. I can't work out because my cat might need emotional support. Or I didn't start my project because Mercury is in retrograde. Spoiler, Mercury doesn't care about your deadlines. Excuses are like weeds. They're small at first, but if you let them grow unchecked, they'll overrun your life. The key to discipline is learning to recognize excuses for what they are. Distractions disguised as justifications. I was going to start my diet, but then my friend had a birthday party. And then another friend had a birthday party. And then, life. I didn't study because I work best under pressure. I'll start the night before the exam. That's when my brain really shines. I'll clean my room tomorrow, or maybe next week. Actually, isn't messiness a sign of creativity? We laugh, but these excuses have real consequences. Recognizing them is the first step toward defeating them. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you develop. And like any skill, it starts with small, consistent actions. Step 1, start small. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is discipline. If you try to overhaul your entire life overnight, you're setting yourself up for failure. Instead, start with something manageable. Want to write a book? Commit to writing 200 words a day. Want to exercise more? Start with a 10-minute walk. Step 2, create routines. Discipline thrives on routine. When you create a schedule, you remove the guesswork and decision fatigue. It's no longer a question of, should I do this? It's just what you do. Step 3, eliminate temptations. Let's face it, willpower is a limited resource. If you're trying to work, but your phone keeps lighting up with notifications, guess what's going to win? Set yourself up for success by removing distractions. Step 4, reward yourself. Discipline doesn't mean denying yourself joy. In fact, rewarding yourself for small victories can boost your motivation to keep going. Finished a tough workout? Treat yourself to your favorite smoothie. Hit a major milestone at work? Celebrate with a movie night. Michael Jordan wasn't just talented, he was disciplined. He showed up early for practice, stayed late, and pushed himself harder than anyone else. Talent might have opened the door, but discipline is what kept him at the top. J.K. Rowling wrote the first Harry Potter book as a single mother living on welfare. She didn't have time or resources, but she disciplined herself to write whenever she could. The result? A billion-dollar empire. You and me, here's the truth. You don't have to be a celebrity to benefit from discipline. Every one of us has a story of when discipline paid off. Maybe it was studying for an exam, sticking to a budget, or finally finishing that project at work. The principle is universal. Let me paint a picture for you. Discipline is like that one friend who always tells you the truth, even when you don't want to hear it. I'm too tired to go to the gym today. Discipline. You said the same thing yesterday and the day before that. Your treadmill is now a coat rack. It's tough love, but it's love nonetheless. Discipline doesn't sugarcoat things, and that's what makes it so valuable. It's the quiet, steady voice that says, you can do better, and I'm here to make sure you do. But discipline isn't all work and no play. It's not about turning your life into a monastery or eating plain oatmeal every day. Unless you love plain oatmeal. In that case, carry on. Discipline is about finding balance, enjoying life's little pleasures while staying focused on the big picture. Some people think discipline means you have to be perfect. Let me assure you, that's not the case. Discipline isn't about being a robot. It's about being a human who sometimes makes mistakes, but keeps moving forward anyway. For example, I once decided to start a no-sugar diet. By day 2, I found myself in the kitchen at midnight, holding a cookie like it was the last slice of pizza at a party. Did I fail? Yes. Did I try again the next day? Also yes. And that's the point. Discipline doesn't expect perfection. It expects persistence. So what's the takeaway? Discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up. It's about doing the hard things today so you can enjoy the rewards tomorrow. And remember, discipline isn't always serious. Sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it involves bribing yourself with chocolate. But as long as you keep going, you're on the right track. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll look back and realize that discipline wasn't just a tool. It was your secret superpower. And maybe, just maybe, you'll laugh at how far you've come. So go out there, be disciplined, and don't forget to enjoy the journey. After all, life is too short not to laugh, even at your own excuses.